Motor's been running since '68, riding the crazy train, knocking down gates. Yeah, we were born to be wild. It's my life, rocking as a native child. Our Beatles were leopards and snakes. Youth go wild, falling angels, sunset ring. I wanna rock, feel the noise. Hey, 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 rock the life.
Welcome to Rock the Life, a podcast for fans by fans. I'm Katya.
Amy?
Amy, today's show is very special to us. And the person we are talking to has been mentored by some of rock's great legends, including Jack Russell and CJ Snare.
So excited for this interview. Before we get into it, make sure that you like and subscribe so you get the notifications as to who we're going to be talking to next and when new episodes come out. You guys, this is the interview that really kicks off 2025.
So, Amy, tell us who we have on.
Meet Nate Peck, the current singer for Firehouse.
Nate, we're so happy to have you here. Welcome to Rock the Life.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
And I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to sparkly jacket tonight because we're recording this on New Year's Eve. So it's a big night, great way to end 2024. So I have to say, one of the many reasons we're very excited to talk to you is because Firehouse is one of Amy's all-time favorite bands, like all-time favorite. And we talk about it, and having you join the band, like letting the band be able to continue and be as amazing as it is totally awesome. Okay, so we're a show for fans by fans. And I want to start out, Nate, from the beginning. Which bands or songs turned you onto rock music?
I would have to say Dokken, Alone Again, and Screaming in the Night by Crocus. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're obviously a different generation than you. So how did you get into Dokken? Who introduced you to it?
So that was my
And
mom.
Crook.
She's a big metalhead. So that was where the influence came from.
So awesome. I love it so much.
So did she take you to concerts? Did you go out to concerts with her?
Not really. I was just I was exposed to that type of music early on, about when I was 4 years old. That was playing in the house and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this is great!" You know, it lights you up with all the excitement and energy, and it's never left. It's the best music ever.
Oh, that is so growing up, like when you were in high school, were you in a metal band or a rock band?
I was not. No. Mm-mm.
No. Did you have a lot of classmates that listened to rock music?
No. It was all rap.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh. Wow. So how did you hold on to this? Like,
Yeah.
look at you.
Like, you gotta
Wow.
influence more
Right.
people.
Go, Mom. I love her already.
I know.
It was tough, you know, like going to high school and, you know, everybody's listening to rap and the new, and it's just it never caught my attention. I just kind of went, oh, that's horrible. Because the lyrics are glorifying all the wrong things, you know, with rock. It's a fun time, you know. And I like that.
So what was the first concert you went to?
Ooh. Journey with Steve.
No way.
What's his last name? Aguilera or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saw them.
All right.
Okay.
What year was that? Do you remember?
Oh, Lord, I think that was 2004, 2005, somewhere right around there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't remember. I think I was 4, but all I remember
I was just gonna say counting.
big beach balls and they were throwing them all over the place, and one had landed right on my head, and I kind of turned around and went, you know, got mad at the person behind me. Yeah.
Oh, that is so. So since then, what other concerts have you been to? Let's say even recently that have really like surprised you or you've loved.
Ooh. Well, I saw Metallica at Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. That was a few years ago. That was 2017. That was pretty cool.
Mm,
That was loud. Um,
hmm
who else? I'd have to say the cruise, the Monsters of Rock cruise, was kind of the first exposure to the bands I grew up listening to, and that was pretty surreal to see.
Oh.
Like Queensryche and Faster Pussycat and all them. It was pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you about the Monsters of Rock cruise. So for people who don't know what is it?
Well, it's a big ship. You got all like-minded people, all the '80s rockers on there, and it's just a big rock and roll family. It's a
I
good time.
want to
For how
go.
long? I know we're ready. How long does the cruise last for? Is it like 4 days or a week?
I think it was last year. I believe it was 7 days.
Wow. Okay.
So it's
Were you
just
just pumped?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
And you stay on the cruise the whole time. So you're there for 7 days doing this.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll
Mm.
in between, like we stopped in Cancun and got off the boat, stretch our legs a little bit. But most of the time you're on the cruise. Yeah.
Okay.
And how many times did you perform? Okay, and Amy, I'll let you go too. I'm just like so many questions.
I think I performed 2 times. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
With Firehouse.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So you're on this cruise, and all of the people you listen to growing up, all of that, a good chunk of those artists, performers, bands are there.
Hmm.
What's going through your head? Like, how are you functioning? Like, who did you meet, and how was that? And did you hold your composure and then lose it later? Walk us through that.
It was, it was pretty surreal, but at the same time, there was kind of a blur. Like it's kind of
Okay.
like you step back in third person, and you're kind of like, oh my god, is this really happening? Um, so it just kind of came natural. But I think the first person that that I saw on the cruise was Sean McNabb, which he played bass with Jack, in Great White, and we clicked. I clicked it off right away. Um, Great guy, super down to earth, and we
Nice.
talked about how they were on tour back in the '90s, and it was great guy.
That's so awesome.
Mhm.
Let's see. I still want to kind of dig into the cruise because you just entered into something that we also want to chat with you about. But who is your favorite band to see like on the cruise? I mean, you're coming at this from a different perspective, I feel like, because you're in this crowd. You're amongst peers now.
Mhm.
And I think that's what I'm trying to get
Hmm
at is the realization of these are my peers. I fit in here.
Mhm.
Like, I'm sorry, that blows my mind. Like, if I were in your
Yeah.
shoes, I'd be like, what the heck is happening in my life right now?
And Nate's the new guy joining it too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, I'd have to say, to follow up your first question, Queensryche was really cool to see. But like as you said, as kind of I'm in this now. It's 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 different from the fan perspective where it's like, oh my gosh, there's like the excitement and stuff. But for me, it's like it feels like family. Like it's weird. Like I've known them
Mhm.
for a long time. It's hard to explain, but we blend in really well together.
That's
Did you
exactly what
get
I
to
was
do
hoping to
any
hear.
like jam sessions with any of the bands? Acoustic? No. Okay.
I wish that would have been fun.
That would have been so cool. So as you were talking to any of the guys or ladies that were there, did any of them impart any good wisdom onto you? Like walking, you recognizing that you're newer to this than they
Yeah.
are.
Um, just always stay humble. Um,
Mm.
Shake hands, smile, and just keep a good attitude and stay positive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I also have to ask, did your mom go on the cruise with you?
She did not. My
Oh my God.
girlfriend came with me.
Oh, like, as a
That's
mom, I'd
awesome.
be like, this is one of the perks I want to go to. So,
Seriously.
okay, and also, Tell me about the fans and the fans' reaction to you. How was
Mm,
it?
That was okay. So that was tough because I think it was one of the very few shows that I did while I was still filling in at the time.
mhm,
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
was kind of, they're expecting CJ, right? And like when I walked out, I remember seeing a couple of people like, oh, who's that's not CJ. So that was kind of tough. I had to kind of win them over, um, or gain their interest. So I was
mhm.
super humble, super respectful, and I said, like, um, CJ's out. I'm gonna give you my very best. I hope you can stick with me. So and then they
Oh.
kind of changed their whole perspective on it.
Um, I have a thing here, and this is something that my husband and I talked about because Firehouse has meant a lot, you know, to me. And he actually told me that you had, and I should say continue to have, but had CJ's blessing in order to
Mm.
you were kind of he was in on having the choice for having you fill in, and kind of did he mentor you at all in regards to like how to sing songs or all of that? And then that's got to
Mm.
be just like you said, you had to win people over, and I feel like it's not an easy position that you're in, but
Mhm.
you seem to be handling it like a pro and really well. And like I said, when I talked to Katya and I said, Nate's gonna come on the show, we were both really excited and really appreciative. So coming from someone from my perspective, we just appreciate you like you don't, maybe you can understand, but we just have an affection for what you're doing. But the
Absolutely.
fact when my husband told me you had CJ's blessing, like, can you fill us in a little bit on that?
Yeah. Um. So me and CJ would talk um, quite a bit. Um, like November, December of last year,
Mm-hmm.
and um, I've never. So you'll be the first people that have heard this, but I remember right before he passed. It might have been a week before he passed. He had called me, and he was basically like, if this damn thing takes me out, how would you feel about continuing with the band? I'm like, no, PJ, like this is your band. It's like I can't do that. He goes, well, we'll see. And I'll never forget that. And but during that time, he would tell me, like pace yourself on stage and learn to how to breathe and push out the vocals and everything. And he was a big help to the way I sing now. But yeah,
That's awesome. Okay, we're
yeah,
just gonna dry our eyes now. um,
Wow.
thank you
Well,
for sharing
yeah.
that. Um, I we get to see you guys in September. Hopefully, Katya can make it out. You're going to be at Feather Falls Casino on September 13th. I already have the date memorized because it's near our birthdays. And my son, even though it's a 6-hour drive, my son doesn't live very far from there. So we're just excited to see you guys. And it's just going to mean, I just can't even tell you. I'm already counting on it. I'm counting the days already. So, um,
Well, because yeah,
thank,
Aim, it's for us. It's been 35 years of watching the band,
mm.
yeah, yeah.
and like not just. And if you don't want to talk about this more, but how is everyone getting through the rest of 2024 after
Mm.
CJ passed? I mean, because this is, yeah, it's a
This is
brother,
the
it's
first
family.
Christmas. Mm.
Yeah, and I don't know how they feel, when they're alone, but I'm sure I'm almost positive that it hurts them still, and I can't even imagine.
No,
Uh,
no, I can't.
I can't imagine the pain, and uh, but they're always positive. There's they're great guys, and they always have a
Nicest guys in rock and roll. Yeah.
yeah. but sure, it's really tough.
Okay, well, let me ask it. What is your favorite Firehouse song to perform live?
One live. Oof, that's a good one. I'd have to say Overnight Sensation.
Mm?
Yeah.
Okay.
When it gets the whole room, the energy, you can feel it completely switch. It's just everybody's, you know,
Nice.
great.
Okay, so and when you play Love of a Lifetime, do people like I guess it's phone now. Do people all hold their phones up with the light coming on?
Some of the time depends on the city
Okay.
venue, but I'll be like, hey, if you've got a flashlight, on your phone, you'll put it up in the air and they'll do it. It's cool.
That's awesome.
Because Amy, I almost said lighter.
Y- You
I
know,
guess nobody does that.
so many shows after like certain songs, you'd have like a burn on your thumb from
On your,
holding the thing. Actually, it'd be right here from
So
holding
cool.
the thing and burning your finger, but you weren't gonna ever dare let that thing go until the end of the song. Yeah, I left many a show with burned thumbs.
well,
um, okay, so one of the things I don't want to like skip out on is, obviously we're focused on Firehouse because of what the band means to us, but Nate, like, what do you like to do? Like, who's Nate?
What, so like the stuff when I'm off stage.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I love fishing. Um, I'm kind of a history freak, so I'll go into like downtown like cities and put on some waders and go in the water and I collect old medicine bottles like from the 1800s Victorian era. I collect coins, old coins. Um, Play games, listen to music. That's about it. Yeah, that's about what I do.
Okay. So
And
when you
for
guys are on, sorry, Katya, when you guys are on this side of the state, so I live on the Umpqua and we have fishing and fly fishing, and we're near Diamond Lake. So, if you have a couple of days off, we'll connect and my husband will take you out and you can do the things. This is like, we're a rural hunting, fishing country. So we
Sounds like a plan.
got you. We got you. Okay,
I'm
sorry.
the
Go ahead.
I'm the other side of history that doesn't have that. But okay, so what music are you listening to in your off time?
Ooh, I've been diving into a band called Dayseeker. They're kind
Okay, I'm gonna write that one
of
down.
newer, but it's kind of like a melodic kind of sound. Um, they're really good. I don't know. I've just been listening to them on repeat, but um, Tesla. I've been diving into
Mm.
a little bit. Rock Me to the Top. Great song.
Mm.
Yeah, but
That's about it.
so,
Maybe some
okay. Do you now is Firehouse going to be putting out any new music?
me and Bill are working on a song right now. It'll come out sometime next year, but keep
Oh, yay!
it'll be good.
Oh, can't wait. Next year, like before September?
I was just gonna say that, Amy.
Hoping so, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta know what to expect.
You're good.
Um,
I know. Well,
that's
no.
awesome.
I'm. Yeah, I guess that would be another new turn. Not new turn for the band, but something to continue the band
Mhm.
with you there too. Yeah, something different, but yeah,
I
new
can't wait to
music
hear
is
how it
always
sounds.
love the classics, but always looking for new music and love new music. So, well,
Mhm.
tell us what else do you have in store for 2025?
Continue the shows and always every show honor CJ and keep that legacy alive. It's
Yeah.
number one. It's important, and the fans they deserve it.
So I have to say, I'm so glad that you have this attitude because some people kind of look at that without a positive attitude, and just to hear your thoughts on that and kind of see the genuine look on your face and in your eyes, it's one of those things that it's like, is he going to stay? kind of a thing, and is it fulfilling for you? And it seems like that where you are, and especially knowing that you're writing new music, that makes me kind of go, oh, I can't wait. It's kind of like not forgetting phase 1, of course, but coming into a phase 2 with with Nate. And that excites me a lot. Like, I appreciate that attitude that you have. And that kind of brings me back a little bit to something that you said and something that you posted recently about Jack Russell.
Yes.
So how did you connect with Jack Russell? What's the story there?
Yeah, so I was in my posting phase on TikTok, and going through, I just found out about Great White, and I think the first song I heard was "Rock Me," and I was like, "Oh my God, this is incredible!" It's got that bluesy intro, and then it just kicks in right at the verse, and it's like, "Oh, this is great." So I started doing some deep diving, and then I came across "Save Your Love," and that full body chills the first time I heard it. I was like, "This is incredible." And I had decided one day to record that song and put it on TikTok, and it just so happened that one of Jack's close friends and social media people had got the video and had sent it to Jack. And like a week later, I get an email or a DM back from her, and she's like, "So we just sent the video to Jack, and here's his response." And he said something, "Oh man, sounds just like me." Um, we're honored, and I just went, "Oh my gosh!" He followed up by saying, "If you're ever near a show, come on down. We'll get you to meet Jack." I was like, "Oh my god!" So they had a show in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Jurgle's Rhythm Grill.
Mm-hmm.
I went there. I drove there, and after the show, I walked up the stairs, walked in the room, and there was Jack. And we hit it off immediately. It's like it felt like he was the best friend of 50 years or whatever. And we were singing, all the stuff that he doesn't sing anymore, like maybe Sunday or someday, Afterglow. Um, just all the hidden stuff. We just where it started.
And
That's
how long
awesome.
did you play with him? Or like how many shows did you do with him?
Oh, I'm not sure about the number, but I knew him for 2 years. Uh,
Oh,
I would um, guest sing on Save Your Love with him. I'd come out and do a few shows with him, and that was really special. Really special. Great.
that no, I mean, yeah, no, Nate, and I'm sorry too. That's like again, we've this year has been hard, actually watching some of our heroes and favorite people pass away, and you've had that experience with Jack Russell, which is just amazing and beautiful. And we tell a story like I was probably like 15 or 16 when I first met them,
Mhm.
and have loved Great White since then and Jack Russell. And he has also inspired so many people. And it's like you having that experience it's incredible.
Yeah,
Like, so, yeah.
he's a great guy.
Okay.
I miss him. I wish I could call him.
Aw, yeah. Um, so you had experience on stage before that, though, but how did that experience? I, you know, I'm sure those were those the largest crowds you had experienced to date at that point
When I was singing with
with
Jack,
Jack. Yeah.
Mm.
yeah,
So how did that help you grow?
it kind of opened my eyes to the whole the production of how everything
Mm-hmm.
goes,
Oh yeah.
um, how the industry really is. Because it's like I said, it's different from the fan perspective, and then when you're backstage and they're about to go on, it's like, oh, this is way more sophisticated than I thought it would be. Um, but I think that first show I sang with him helped me gradually come into singing for the big crowds that we are doing now, and it helped. It was just everything was perfectly aligned. Yeah.
I feel like you have that through various points of your career. it's like the TikTok thing got Jack Russell's attention, and then the Idol thing got somebody's attention and connected you with CJ and Firehouse. Like, that's, I have to say that you're kind of doing what you're supposed to do, it feels like.
It feels like it. Yeah, it feels like
And you're
it.
having fun?
I'm having fun. Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's
That's
great.
awesome.
It just helps because all the guys are they're so nice. I can't, they're the nicest guys in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Unbelievable.
think so too.
Yep.
Although it's been a
From our
long
side,
time since we've had a
from the fan
conversation.
side.
Yeah.
From the fan side, we see it like as, and you get it, and it comes across too. Like, we have other stories of maybe other people that haven't been so nice, and I think we all know who some of those people are. But when you meet people that are just genuine, and the music's incredible, and it's all inspiring, and yeah, totally wonderful to see and experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, what's the next show that you're playing?
It's Blue Gate Theater in Shipshewana, Indiana.
And how soon will that be?
That is February 1st, I believe. Let me check really quick. Let me just make
And
sure.
I know you're in Vegas on Valentine's Day because I've been looking at that, but I don't know how to make that happen. Oh, I looked up the website, man. I was all over it.
It's February 1st. Yeah, we're opening up for Warren.
Okay. Oh, yay! That's again another. Um, Amy and I met at a Warrant show when we were like young teenagers.
And the first time we met Firehouse was on the Blood, Sweat, and Beers tour.
Mm.
So
Yeah. Oh, that is.
What was that, 92?
So,
Was that 92?
91. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Lucky.
that's so funny.
It was a blast.
But we have a different, like, we have a different history with it, but I would love to. I'm so far away now because I don't live in the States, but like, I would love to see it all now. And it's like, people are loving it, right? Like, it's a whole, like, replay of what happened in the 90s.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll FaceTime you from our show.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Amy. I appreciate it.
And then Nate, we're gonna do VIP, so we'll bring you a t-shirt. We'll bring you a Rock the Life t-shirt.
Oh, that would be.
So,
Is that right? Okay.
yeah.
So now I have to ask you, Nate, too, are you still doing TikTok, Instagram, Facebook? Like, what's your social media profile that you're doing for yourself?
I've kind of strayed away from TikTok. It's kind of gotten oversaturated in like trends and stuff. Instagram, I'm active on there. I post when I can, and as well as Facebook. They're kind of both where I'm
Intertwined.
centered. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, good, Amy. That's good to know that, like, those are the main two that I use too. So I'm not that far.
Yeah. Although I have to say, y'all, as the band as a whole, I'm missing out on some posts, and I'm just gonna to plug it in. Y'all need a social media coordinator, and I'm ready. Let's go. So I have to do it. I'll post all the live videos and the updates and where you're gonna be, and I'll design the reels. I got you. I'm ready. Yeah.
Well, Amy. I was just laughing. I think that's where they're going to bring Nate in and have him do it all.
It seems like they keep you pretty busy, though. Oh, you guys were just in Thailand, right?
Indonesia.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally thought of you, Katya. Mm-hmm.
I'm heading there in a few weeks. Of course, I missed everything. So yes.
Enjoy the flight. It's brutal. Mm.
I lived in Thailand for 3 years. So yeah, I was doing that flight all the time. It is, yeah. It's a long. But how were the crowds in Indonesia?
They were extremely different than what it is in the States. The rocking songs, in America, it's everybody's like, crazy. And then you go play the rock, like All She Wrote and Shake and Tumble, to the Asian crowds. And they're just kind of sitting there. But then when you start the ballads, it's just pandemonium. They go crazy for the ballads.
How funny is that? Did that throw you
Well,
off?
Yeah, it did. It did. Because I'm
You're
so
like,
used,
that's,
oh no.
you know,
but I wanna compare that with, have you played in Germany yet?
we have not. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I want, we'll have to ask, like, in the future. I want you to like play a German crowd and then see what the
And then
difference
connect
is.
back and then go, ladies, that was nuts. Y'all. Yeah.
Or what was someone saying now that you don't necessarily do mosh pits anymore? It's more people just jump.
Yeah,
Mm,
Is that what you're saying? Okay,
or
I
sweat.
can handle that.
Yeah.
Okay, I
yeah.
can do that. I could, yeah.
Yep.
I never stopped dancing. That was always the thing. So
Oh my
that's
goodness. Well,
fantastic.
okay, Nate, thank you so much. I'm again, this
Yeah.
is again, it's been a hard year. And when we saw you joining Firehouse, and it's just kind of like that hope for the future that keeps going. And I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to hear more of what you're going to do. Amy, you're looking pensive. I think you have another question.
Oh, we're just kind of I was actually, the tribute to Jack is at the Whiskey on the 14th, right?
Yeah. Yep.
We are actually, my husband and I are heading down for another show at the Whiskey that weekend. And we're just like, and there's a couple
Can you
other
make
things
it?
going on that week. I want to, but I'm pretty sure probably tickets are probably already sold out. But I was like, we're just going to be there that weekend. It's like,
How close.
but I did want
That,
to tell you,
oh,
we've worked with another girl who's helping put together a slideshow of photos, and um, I hope it's amazing, and I hope
it will
it's
be.
yeah, I hope it's uplifting. It's going to be emotional, so you kind of don't have to say that, but I hope that it fills you, Nate, and gives you some of
Mm,
what you need, and that you have a connection that, those times that you run across, this is what I'm hoping for you, that you run across someone else who says, I wish I could call him. And
Mhm.
then
yeah.
there's a connection there so that when the two of you both say, I wish I could call him, you call each other and you kind of get that and create that. So that's what I hope for you for that event. And we just appreciate you. I cannot wait to see you live. Like I can't. We've seen videos here and there, and it's not going to compare. So I'm working on Vegas, but definitely in September. And like I said, I'm serious
Uh,
though. We will bring you shirt, and
Okay.
yeah,
we really appreciate your time. It's been a blast. Thank you for
it has
sharing
been.
stuff with us. And you are our first guest to make us cry, but that's okay. We love you anyway.
No, it's a good cry. It's a good cry
It
because
was a
that
good
means, yeah,
cry.
that means you care. That means you
Yeah,
care. And
yeah, it
so,
does.
Nate, have a great 2025.
Oh
You
gosh,
guys,
we're so
The
excited
future's
for you.
bright. I think it's going to be a great year.
I,
So,
Yeah.
you guys.
And you know what? Anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome.
Well, thank you.
yeah,
I appreciate it.
yeah. What's left?
Alrighty. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, Nate. It
Alrighty.
was good to
Thank you
meet you.
so much. Yeah, stay warm.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys.
Thanks.
Okay, bye bye. Oh, Amy, I loved that.
That was
Um,
so great.
when we can laugh and cry
At the
within
same
minutes,
time. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
um,
You
beautiful, beautiful. I am so excited that we have Nate in the music
mm-hmm.
industry to keep the music going and to be just such a humble, kind person.
Yeah, uh I'm so thrilled. When I first reached out to Nate to see if he'd want to be on the show, one of the things that I said, and it's so even more true now after having a conversation with him, is that I just told him we appreciated him carrying on CJ's legacy. But I also wanted to, like, I was really worried about him feeling lost in uh, that legacy at the same time, like getting
Mm,
You know what I'm trying to say? I'll probably have to redo some of this, but what I'm trying to say
Yeah,
is
I know what you're
I
saying.
was really worried that he would not be at 23, 24, overly like satisfied, and he would feel like he was in someone else's shadow. And the fact that he is such a remarkable human being and at 23, 24 is embracing what he brings to the band while continuing somebody's legacy
No, it's
is
wonderful.
remarkable. Like, he's an amazing human being. And anybody in our experience with Firehouse and anybody and everybody that you talk to says that these gentlemen are the nicest band in rock and roll. And if Nate is
Nate
any
fits right in.
indication of that, he
Yeah,
fits right in.
he
He
fits right
fits
in.
right in. It was so, so, so great.
It feels so perfect, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. And I hope he continues to feel that way and to bring the band into. I can't wait for new music. I can't wait to hear what he brings into the band and the sound that he, will come from his influence. I'm very
And
excited.
I think all the fans are going to embrace him.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
he
think
just
so.
he really brings that. Oh, what a great way to
Mhm.
close out. We're actually closing out 2024 today. I'm closing it out
It's
in
New
a few
Year's Eve.
hours,
Yeah.
and
It's
to
a
a
great
great
start to
2025.
2025. Yeah,
Great
a
start, and I
great
can't.
start.
I look forward to what we're going to do too, Amy.
Yeah, me too, me too. Okay, so everybody heard me say I'm going to get Nate a shirt. If you would like a shirt, you can go to rtlmerch.com, grab your Rock the Life shirt with our amazing logo, and make sure that you're following us on our socials at Rock the Life Girl on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Although we said it before, say it again, most active on Instagram. So that is the place to find us. If you have a story to tell, be it Firehouse, oh gosh, we even cross genres. So whether it's a country story or, we've had Louis Capaldi, if you have a story to tell about somebody that you've met that was really great and you had a really great time, send us an email or an Instagram DM. You can do that. But send us an email at amy.rockthelife@outlook.com. And here we go. Katya.
Great year, Aim.
Yeah,
Love it, Aim.
I'm
Okay,
jazzed. Okay, don't
don't
forget,
don't forget, rock the
rock the
life.
life. I love it.
Okay,
I
babe.
love it so much. All right, bye. Hey, have a good
Bye
night.
bye. You too.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
bye.